Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching my presentation on my lesson plan and the tools I use to implement it. My name is Lauren. I'm a fifth grade teacher at Woodstock Elementary. For this lesson, I chose to do a social studies lesson. It took place over about 3 class periods, and we did the civil rights movement. We did the standard that was described the importance of key people, events, and developments because we had just finished learning about the Jim Crow laws, and my kids were super interested. So, our lesson started out with the students researching one key event of the civil rights movement in depth um, with their groups. Then they had to figure out like the cause and event, the key people, and why this event was so important to the civil rights movement. So then they created a concept map on Poplet. They created the Canva presentation as a group, and then they presented it on Flip. And then Flip, the other students were able to comment on it, which was really cool. Um, so the research they used was Google, Studies Weekly, Epic Books, or Raz Kids. Formative assessments was multiple check-ins during the group work periods, and then the summative assessment was the Canva presentation. Luckily, we have one-to-one technology, so we were using the Chromebooks for this presentation, and I was able to collaborate with the students on Poplet and Canva and Flip. They invited me as a collaborator, and I was able to watch them through the process, which was really cool. Like I said, we were learning about the Jim Crow laws and practices, so there is a pre-assessment attached at the bottom. Students were 3 to 4 students. I anticipated the internet might go out, but we actually did not have that problem, and the websites we did need to use were not blocked. So we were very lucky. Okay. So for differentiation, it was scaffolded research pages. Basically, like the lower one had everything lined out for the students that they would need to research, whereas the other ones were a little more open ended, where it kind of left it up to interpretation. They all had to do a research page though, and they all had to show how they contributed. An extension that some of my kids did was creating a newscast of the event, and that was pretty fun to watch. So, here are the resources. This is the pre assessment. It will take me to a form. So, that's the pre assessment. And I love using Microsoft forms for this or quizzes because I have all the results in one place. Here's an example of a research page that I created. And then here's a post assessment. And it just rates if they found the lesson meaningful, what they learned. So here's an example. I actually did this Poplet on the civil rights movement. So they only studied one event, so theirs looked a little bit different. But just as an example, I broke it down into effects, causes, events, and leaders. They could have done the same thing for their event, and this is just to help organize their thoughts in a way that's comfortable for them. Next, they used Canva to create a presentation. So you could see, I think the little O's are missing. Once they did that, they were able to open it up into Flip, Civil Rights Movement presentations. I created a new one because I didn't want my students to be on here, but they were able to record and share, and it was really interesting. The kids had a wonderful time with this, although I think for next time it might be helpful to have more scaffolded researching strategies because many of my groups did struggle with the research aspect, especially when it was more open ended. They had trouble finding causes. For some reason, it was causes. But overall, this lesson was super fun. I loved seeing their presentations and they did amazing. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching my screencast. Bye.